Alright, so I'm not into Kingdom Hearts, but I still got a funny story for you. Alright, so when I was younger and first getting into manga, my main source for those Japanese comics was my middle school library. It was in the far back wall. There was like 2 or 3 big shelves. It was right next to the American comics. And for men, I remember there was Beat the Vandal Buster, and for girls there was Fruits Basket. Of course, there was more series, but those are the only ones I'm like 100% sure of. I'm 100% sure in Beat the Vandal Buster because that was the series I was actively reading. And I remember there was Fruits Basket because that was a series that I kind of was interested in reading, but I was like, I'm not going to be caught dead reading this. This is clearly centered for girls, and I'm in middle school. I don't want anybody laughing at me, so I'm just going to avoid that. Even though I made that conscious effort to avoid that series so I wouldn't get laughed at, as you'll soon find out, I still got laughed at. So anyway, so my school library was my main source of reading manga. And one day there came a Scholastic Book Fair. Now at the Scholastic Book Fair, as you know, it's pretty much just garbage. You're really just gonna buy a giant pencil or you're gonna buy a finger pointer, right? You're not gonna buy any books, you're not gonna buy any rulers or erasers. You're not really going to be doing that. You're just going to get a finger pointer, right? So $1, you got a Mickey Mouse hand at the end, and a kind of a plastic stick, and you're going to poke your friend. That's all you're really going to buy at the Scholastic Book Fair, okay? It's obvious. But occasionally, some people do buy books, and for me, what made me want to be one of those persons was when I saw Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, the manga. So when I saw Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, the covers looked cool, and I wanted to check them out. I thought, this must be great, this will be awesome. So I started getting into it, and I was enjoying it. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Again, I don't remember anything about it. I just remember being very confused the entire time, but I was getting into it. And then I realized that at my library, look and behold, they actually have the Kingdom Hearts manga. And I was like, you know what? I've been reading Kingdom Hearts, I think just solely 2. I don't think too much of 1. I've been reading a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2. Let me start at Kingdom Hearts 1, the manga, and we go from there. And I'm reading it, I'm having a good time, and then I got to Volume 3. So this is what Volume 3 of the Kingdom Hearts manga looks like. This is the cover right here. Now you may think, well, there's no problem with that. They're mermaids or whatever, but remember, I'm in middle school, alright? Okay? I decided not to read Fruits Basket because I didn't want anybody laughing at me. So I'm getting into this series, I'm having a good time. I'm still very confused, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep reading here. And I get to Volume 3, and I look at the cover, and I'm just like, oh no. Now, even though I knew in my head, if somebody saw me reading this, you might laugh at me, I decided during class, during, I think, a break, to take the volume out. Like, I didn't think in my head, maybe I should take this home first, read it, and then bring it back. I was like, no, I was like in such a rush to, like, I need to finish this volume fast and get rid of it as soon as possible so nobody sees me reading it, that I decided to take it out during a class break. And I opened it up and I made sure to hide the cover. Like, nobody see me that I'm reading the manga that has the mermaid guys on there, right? Nobody see me doing that. I don't want anybody getting any bad, wrong ideas about me. I'm a normal dude, okay? I'm just reading this here. And I'm reading it, and then I put it in my big binder. Some time passes, and then I think I hit my binder, I did something, and then the volume comes out. There's the cover. And the guy next to me, he sees the manga cover. He sees those fucking mermaids. That Sora mermaid. He laughs. The people next to him, they look at it, they laugh. Everybody around me, at my table, I think there was like 3 long columns of students, but at the column I was at, they look at it, and they laugh. And I'm just like, fuck. Everybody knows I'm reading this shit. It shouldn't be a surprise to say that I stopped reading the Kingdom Hearts manga after that. I know you could say, like, you really shouldn't care what people think what you're reading, you know? But again, when you're in middle school and you're trying to make sure nobody knows a particular volume that you're reading, and then everybody sees that you're reading the fucking Mermaids volume, and people are laughing at you, kind of makes you not want to keep reading. Definitely now I look back at it and I want to say, now that I'm an adult, I don't give a shit. It's like, hey, look, this cover is fucking garbage. I'm just gonna point it out. The cover's garbage, but I would, if I was interested in reading it, I would. But at this point, I don't really care. I got other stuff to look at. So anyway, that's just a little funny story I got for you of me getting laughed at for reading the Kingdom Hearts in middle school. That fucking volume 3 cover. Whoever fucking decided that cover, I swear to God, you couldn't think of a better cover, something that looked cool. You had to have that cover. All right, I'm getting a little butthurt now. All right, well that's it. All right, I'll see you.